everybody, how's it going? Just gonna get another video for you guys on the staining and sealing process of the logs. So quickly just wanted to go over what I was using and application. It's nothing all that complicated about it, but just wanted to again show you what I'm doing, how it's turning out, and why I'm doing what I'm doing. So first of all, I showed you all the exterior sealant. I've got 3 of the 4 walls all sealed up, so you can see the difference again, stained to not stained, exterior, interior. Haven't done any of the interior. For the exterior, I've been using this. This is just, picked this up at Rona, just protector for exterior wood, semi-transparent. It's got optimal protection against peeling, which is sweet. Suitable for cedar, pine, or treated wood. Most of these logs here are pine in the first place, and this deck, which I'm going to stain and seal, is treated, so that works out perfect. Semi-transparent, so that's where you're getting this. You can see it's like orange, and that's where you're getting this darker orange kind of finish, which looks nice. So for the inside, I don't need that much protection, and I want it just to look a little nicer, so I'm actually going to use some Varathane Pro Semi-Gloss to give the walls a nice little bit of a glisten, so which will make it look really kind of clean and I don't know, a little more professional. So I'm gonna just get working on finishing the outside, staining the rest of the deck and the railings, and then we'll move on to the inside. So I'm just using this little tub and my little brush. Picked up a set of 3 for like $5. This I just had wrapped up in a plastic bag for, I don't know, almost a week, and this has been good. So my process, what I've kind of been doing, is just starting at the bottom, working my way to the top, and just pasting it in all the chinking in the mortar, or sorry, the grout, I should say. It's, I don't know if it actually does anything to the grout itself for protection, but I think, one more thing to help hold it on and have any flakes or anything just stick so that it doesn't get all dusty and fall off. So yeah, let's get to work. Alright everybody, all done the staining outside, so all the deck, all the railings. Spent all day doing that, but finally got it wrapped up, so looks pretty good. I don't know, I really like how the sealant turned out, almost like an orange, and all the dimensional lumber really got a nice orange look. So I think it looks pretty sweet, so I'm just going to kind of show you everything and how it looks. On the deck, nice. I just did this as well and just darkened it out really nicely. All of the railings you can see nice and orange. I really like that. You can see the difference. So it's just sweet. Took a long time, but did all the front beams under the decks, all the stringers. under the steps. A lot of work, but it looks pretty sweet. Again, all the steps here. Just touched up a spot right here, but man, nice and clean now. Everything's sealed and done. All the upstairs deck I stained, and the fascia. Any exposed wood that's going to be exposed to the elements or the sun and everything like that, I wanted to put a coat on. So anyways, that was to do the whole outside of the cabin, the deck, railings and everything. That took about a good 3 to 4 full days of sealing it all, but it looks pretty sweet. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just got my little burning barrel here keeping me warm because it's getting pretty cold. Alrighty, so outside has been stained. I've kind of changed my ideas on the inside. I love how the stain I've got has really made everything just pop. So I thought it'd be kind of stupid to leave it, have it different on the inside. You know, I want it to all be the same. I love, again, what it's done, made it nice and orangey. And so anyways, I'm gonna be staining the inside. So as you can see, I've started a section, and you can just see how much nicer it looks. Just, oh, I love it. And then, like, look, it goes from a gray to a nice, almost brown. Looks almost like mud, which is just sweet. Just goes from pale and nasty to gorgeous. So anyways, that's that. I've also started on my little stove area, so I'm hopefully going to try to get a lot of that figured out today. I've had to knock down some of these logs that were sticking out a little too far. These notches were also cut out from when these were in the old cabin, because we had upright logs holding a ridge beam up top. But now I just framed this all with dimensional lumber, so we didn't need those. So we had these ugly notches, and I wasn't sure what to do, but I had to knock these logs down anyways, because I'm gonna do sheets of metal on either side. And my brother, because he's a baller, he's got a laser cutter, a CNC machine that he put together himself, so he's gonna help me cut some cool, make it look like a rock or something like that behind the stove, really make it look cool. So anyways, to get those pieces tight to the wall, I had to lop some of these guys off, which you can see I've done, but then these ends here, I'm just gonna sweep back out and smooth this out. All of this will be covered, but again, I'm just gonna smooth this out and just have it gradual sweep and stain it, and it looks slick. My little pad, and I've built for this stove to rest upon. Yeah, it's gonna be sweet. I'm gonna have this all covered in steel as well. The sheets are required to be 1 inch off of this base to get airflow underneath, and then behind they're gonna be spaced off the wall a little bit. So just gonna be working on that. Doing some more staining inside here, try to get a lot of it wrapped up. I've kind of been wanting to get the stove in. I'm gonna finish cutting with the chainsaw and smoothing those out so I can stain it behind there, get those sheets on of steel, and get my stove in and installed so I can get some warmth in here while I finish the staining, because it's been getting pretty cold, and it's not good to be staining when it's really cold, especially if it's almost freezing. I could end up just causing myself more of a headache rather than trying to, you know, get work done. So, and lastly, I got 2 more little pieces of tin from the scrapyard, which is gonna be great, so I can finally finish this little overhang and stop getting water and everything on my deck here. So yeah. Alright, so everything's been notched out here. I stained it all, and I cut and installed the base, which is looking freaking sweet. Piece of metal I got wasn't quite big enough, so I just cut a little piece for the back here. You're not really going to see that once the stove's in here, but yeah, this thing looks sweet. And I just sprayed a bunch of screws with my same stove paint. So yeah, just wrapped that front edge in steel, and then I off-centered these screws, so when the floor comes up about 1/2 inch, depends what I'm using, then these are going to be centered in that space. So just overcut this top plate a little bit, so you're not going to see that top edge of these pieces, but it hides it all nicely. Just filed that corner back, ground it back, sorry. And yeah, this thing looks sweet. I'm just getting the backs cut now. But here's all my stove. I just repainted that. Little log holder, just sprayed that. Some new pipe, which is really nice. Here's the old stuff. Just garbage, and the inside was just getting baked full of nasty sediment and stuff, which would be pretty bad because that's the stuff that causes chimney fires, and you don't want that. So anyways, yeah, got brand new pipe, beautiful stuff, nice and clean. It'll be super sweet to get this back in there. So I'm gonna get those pieces cut out, bring them up, install, and there's not really much left to do. Alrighty, well, stove's in. Super nice to finally get some heat in here. The snow just started coming down yesterday, so yeah, this is awesome to get in here. Warms it up. I had this actually going the other day. This warms this place up in no time. So last thing you saw, I had this floor in here. I've had this done for a while. I just haven't actually been able to get this video done for you. But anyways, it's all done all together now, which is sweet. As you can see, the awesome metal behind there, I got my brother. I made a design. It's kind of supposed to look like rocks, but either way, it looks pretty, I think it looks pretty freaking sweet. So got those all cut out. I got a inch space on the bottom to get airflow up and behind, and they're spaced off the walls. I cut little metal pipe spacers for behind here and just screwed right through into my logs, and these things are solid, they're not going anywhere. They're a heat shield to keep the logs from getting too hot. If the pipe gets too hot or the stove, you know, there's not going to be any burning or fire issues. And then also, when it's really cold, these will get nice and warm, and it'll radiate heat for longer than if it was just the logs. So this is, you know, it turned out really sweet. I got brand new pipe, so again, it looks super sweet. Resprayed the stove, have this all together. And yeah, otherwise, that's the stove. I'm gonna just get some little fire pokers and stuff in here at a later time, but you know, metal turned out awesome. Stove went in really easy. Just hooked it up to my exterior pipe that I had done when I put the roof on. So put a couple screws in there. All right, so that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed another quick video on the progress up here. I'll catch you guys next time. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.